If your mother tongue is Spanish, Portuguese, German, Dutch, Scandinavian, Greek, Japanese, Chinese, Farsi, one of the Slavonic or North Indian languages, or even Tamil, you might need help with these sounds: b, v, and w. There are more lessons every week, so don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell. Now let's get started. First of all, I'm going to teach you how to produce the sounds, then we'll listen and practice the difference between the sounds in words and sentences. And finally, we'll practice all three sounds together in some famous quotes. Remember, the best way to learn is to practice little and often, so you can come back to the exercises at another time. I recommend 15 minutes a day. So let's begin with the sound B. This is voiced, so put your hand to your throat here and purse your lips together, a bit like you're going to kiss someone. Now, voice it. There should be a sudden release of air as you say the sound. It's not possible to extend this sound. It's just a short burst, like this. B. B. It's the same mouth shape as P, but you use your voice. B. B. The next sound is V. This is voiced too, so put your hand to your throat like this. Now put your top teeth on your bottom lip and voice it. It's possible to extend this sound for as long as you like. Do this. It has the same mouth shape as F, but you use your voice. Now, let's try the W sound. This is voiced too. So keep your hand on your throat and round your lips and form a narrow space at the back of your mouth with your tongue by raising the tongue near the roof of your mouth. And then you voice it. W. 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 If this is difficult, try combining these two sounds. U, as in the word put, and the schwa sound, a, as in the word again, like this. U. U. Hopefully that helps you a bit. Now, let's look at the spelling of words with the W sound. So these are words with the W at the beginning of words. They're usually spelt with the letter W, W, or WH, like winter or where. But you also have the sound in the middle of words, like away and towards. And then there are words with no letter for the sound. For example, one, or question, or quick, or someone, or the word require. And last of all, there are words with the letter W at the end of the word, but the W sound is silent. For example, saw and rainbow, and now and below, window. Don't say this, below, or window or saw. So, normally speaking, do not sound the W at the end of the word. So let's listen and practice the difference between B and V. Listen to me, then you repeat the same word. Here we go. Best, vest, boat, vote, bat, vat, bet, vet, bolts, volts, bent, vent, berry, very, bow, vow, beer, veer, fibre, fiver, bowels, vowels. Now, listen to the words I say and write the words you hear. Best, vote, vat, bet, bolts, vent, very, bow, veer, fiver, bowels. Let's check. Best, vote, vat, bet, bolts, vent, very, bow, veer, fiver, bowels. How was that? Okay? If not, go back and do it again. Now let's listen and practice the difference between V and W. Here we go. Vent, went, vest, west, vet, wet, very, wary, veil, whale, verse, worse, vile, while, vine, wine, we, vain, wane, versed, worst. Now listen to the words I say and write the words you hear. Vent, vest, wet, wary, veil, worse, vile, wine, wane, worst. Let's check. Vent, vest, wet, wary, veil, worse, vile, wine, wane, worst. If your pronunciation is not quite perfect, record yourself on your smartphone until you sound like a native. Now, I want you to say B. Read and listen to these sentences about our Prime Minister, Boris Johnson. You may have heard of him. It's always good to have some cultural knowledge of the country whose language you're learning, especially for exams. Number 1. As Britain adapts to lockdown, Boris knows he is about to be tested in many ways. Number 2. This beleaguered man has faced fierce opposition from Tory backbenchers. Number 3. In March, he announced Britons will only be allowed to leave the house unless absolutely necessary. Number 4. Boris has had a bad time this year. The nation held its breath when he nearly died in his battle with coronavirus. Now test your memory. Can you say what happened to Boris without looking? Remember, you can also repeat the words at the same time as me to get the right intonation, pronunciation, and sentence stress. Now let's practice V. Listen and practice this conversation. A. Good evening. I saw your advertisement offering 70% off televisions until November. Are they still available? B. I'm sorry, they've all been sold, but we have other televisions. They start from £77, including delivery. A. Oh, never mind. I think I'll leave it. B. Okay, but it's a lovely TV. It has a very good screen. A. Well, I've got a van, so I don't need it delivered. I'll give you £70. B. Okay, you can have it. Remember to record yourself with your smartphone. Practice makes perfect. Now let's practice W. Listen and repeat these statements. Number 1. William went for a walk in the woods. Number 2. William had some wonderful news last week. Number 3. Willow had lunch at a wine bar with someone. Number 4. Wendy sat near the window. Number 5. William went away on holiday last week. Number 6. Wendy knew the answer to the question. Now finally, let's listen, read and practice all the sounds together. B, V and W in these quotes from Boris Johnson. Number 1. My chances of being Prime Minister are about as good as the chances of finding Elvis on Mars or being reincarnated as an olive. Number 2. My speaking style was criticised by no less an authority than Arnold Schwarzenegger. It was a low moment, my friends, to have my rhetorical skills denounced by a monosyllabic Austrian cyborg. Number 3. Never in my life did I think I would be congratulated by Mick Jagger for achieving anything. Number 4. I love swimming in rivers and well remembered once jumping in at Chiswick. And number 5. Ping pong was invented on the dining tables of England in the 19th century, and it was called whiff-waff. And there I think you have the difference between us and the rest of the world. Other nations, the French, looked at a dining table and saw an opportunity to have dinner. We looked at it and saw an opportunity to play whiff-waff. Well, that's it. That's our Prime Minister, folks. Hope you had a laugh, but don't forget to practice. And don't forget to subscribe for more lessons. Same time, same place, same channel. Love and peace.